I'm Merrick Caruso. It's Wednesday, January 28th. Today, on the chopping block.
Research is the foundation of everything we do in agriculture.
How federal cuts could impact Manitoba's egg industry. Also today, an Elmwood business goes up in flames. The latest on the blaze at Dufresne Furniture. Plus, new tech at the Vic.
It's like upgrading your TV from sort of 720p up to 4K.
We get a look at a state-of-the-art surgical suite. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Mounties are asking for your help tonight, tracking down a suspect in a devastating Canada Day crash that claimed 3 lives. Royal Canoe bassist Brendan Berg and his longtime girlfriend Olivia Michalchuk were killed when their parked car was hit head-on by another vehicle on Highway 10. RCMPs say that vehicle veered over the center line of the highway before hitting the couple's car, which was parked on the shoulder. A 29-year-old passenger in the suspect's vehicle also died. And this is the man, I believe we have a picture of the man Mounties are looking for that we can show you. Here he is, 37-year-old Matthew Govero. He's facing 18 charges, including impaired driving, causing death, careless driving, along with weapons and drug charges. And tonight, police are looking for him. His last known address is in Birch River, but investigators say he's known to travel throughout the province, including to the city of Winnipeg. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to call Swan River RCMP or Crime Stoppers. On edge, that is how some Manitoba farmers are feeling tonight after learning Agriculture and Agri-Foods Canada is cutting jobs and closing facilities. It's part of the federal government's efforts to scale back the size of the public service. With those details, CTV's John Hendricks joins us now live. So, John, what is the impact here in Manitoba?
You know, we just don't know how many Manitobans are losing their jobs merely. However, we have learned that AAFC's research farm in Portage-la Prairie will be shutting down.
Research is the foundation of everything we do in agriculture. Agriculture is a science-based industry. We rely on research from both private research institutions, companies, but as well the government.
Keystone Agricultural Producers Colin Hornby says the Portage facility isn't exclusively used by federal employees. He says universities and other groups work out of the farm to research grains, oils, feed, fruits, and vegetables. He says any cuts to research hurts everyone working in the ag industry.
Producers in Manitoba and across Canada rely on the public system for a lot of the research, so there's definitely some concerns there. We've been hearing from our members, both our individual farmer members and then some of the commodity group members and other stakeholders in agriculture.
AAFC hasn't announced when the Portage facility and 6 others across Canada will close. Hornby says they hope to get some answers during meetings in Ottawa next month.
John, are any other facilities at risk in the province?
You know, it doesn't appear so, Merrilee. There are research and development centers in both Brandon and Morden. Now, those were not mentioned in the announcement last week.
All right, thanks for this, John. A fire in East Elmwood kept crews busy for several hours this morning. Check out this video that was sent to CTV News that shows smoke and flames pouring from the Dufresne Furniture and Appliance store on Nairn Avenue. Crews can also be seen using aerial ladders to douse the flames. The blaze broke out around 2:30 a.m. and it took crews about 6 hours to get it under control. City workers were on scene throughout the day today, removing ice and applying sand. No injuries were reported. 2 women in their 20s are dead after a 2-vehicle crash in St. Andrews. It happened Tuesday around noon on Highway 8 near Whitewold Road. Mounties say a vehicle traveling south on Highway 8 hit a vehicle headed north head-on. The driver of the northbound vehicle, a 26-year-old woman from the RM of Gimli, was pronounced dead at the scene. The other driver, a 20-year-old woman from Winnipeg Beach, died later in hospital. The cause of this crash is under investigation. Well, if you need to have day surgery at Victoria Hospital, your wait is about to get shorter, and it's all thanks to some unique technology upgrades coming to that hospital. Check out this minimally invasive surgical suite at Victoria Hospital, because it's about to get a major upgrade. New state-of-the-art technology for laparoscopic surgery called ICG is being added. It will allow surgeons at the hospital to do procedures more quickly and safely, and officials say it promises better outcomes as well, including less pain, lower risk of complications, and faster recovery times.
Currently, we're using equipment circa about 2015. And so we're upgrading, it's like upgrading your TV from sort of 720p up to 4K. And so it makes a big difference when we're operating and looking at the screens.
The upgrades, which were paid for by Victoria Hospital Foundation, will be installed later this year. The foundation is now working to raise an additional $2 million so all of the remaining surgical suites at the hospital can be upgraded as well. The province is warning about a handful of potential measles exposures last week, including at locations frequented by children and families. Included is Sharp Tooth Adventures in Morden. It was on January 23rd between 5 o'clock and 10 p.m. Once Upon a Child, Winnipeg East on Regent Avenue the same day between 4 and 7. Boundary Trails Health Center's emergency department 2 days earlier from 6 to 10 a.m. and Boundary Trails Ultrasound Department on January 19th between about 1:40 and 5 p.m. Anyone who was at those locations is asked to check their immunization record and monitor for symptoms for about 3 weeks. The Canadian Red Cross is offering financial assistance to small businesses impacted by last summer's wildfire season. The agency says it is open to small businesses which were located or operating in a community that was subject to an evacuation order for at least 3 days after May 7th. Up to $2,000 may be available for expenses such as cleanup costs, insurance deductibles, movement of inventory, or other urgent needs. To be eligible, businesses must have resumed or intend to resume operations. Applications are being accepted until the end of April. You can head to redcross.ca to find out more. Have an e-emergency? Well, pretty soon Winnipeg Police could be responding on e-bikes. The service has issued a tender to buy 16 e-bikes. Those bikes will primarily be used by community support units and foot patrol. The force says e-bikes allow officers to get around quickly and patrol areas motor vehicles can't get to. Adding, police e-bike programs in other Canadian cities have seen success. The program is expected to be rolled out in late spring or early summer. All right, let's bring in Colleen Brady now and get a first look at your Skywatch evening forecast. What are you tracking for us tonight, Colleen?
Well, it's not late spring or early summer just yet, Merrily. It's a little cool today, but you know, relatively uneventful across Manitoba and northwestern Ontario weather-wise today. Not much changes tonight, although there is the potential for fog here in the south, so do watch out for that, including here in Winnipeg. You can see winds relatively light, but we will be seeing a warm-up. It is on the way. It's not tomorrow, but I think you'll like how it's timed and what we could see. Anyway, at least it won't be a frigid cold weekend. It's going to be quite different from last weekend. The CTV Live Eye is brought to you by Bathfitter, exclusive home of the PermaFit solution. In Winnipeg right now, it is minus 19 degrees with a little bit of light snow falling. Winds out of the west-northwest at 16 kilometers an hour, giving us a wind chill that feels like minus 29. The pressure is rising and the humidity is 75%. Now, taking a look out in traffic, this is Portage Avenue at Polo Park. Now, further west, if you're heading into St. James, look out. There is a collision Portage at Sharp. And by the looks of what I'm seeing here, you can't see that there at Polo Park, but further down the road where that collision is happening, it looks like traffic is backing up quite a bit. Emergency crews are on scene.
It will remind us of her work, her voice, and her vision for our people.
Honoring Grand Chief Kathy Merrick. Coming up, how an aviation company is paying tribute.
Get Winnipeg's top stories, breaking news alerts, and watch live. Download the CTV News app.
Amazon is laying off 16,000 employees. BNN Bloomberg's Marilla Fernandez has the details.
This is the second round of layoffs for the company in about 3 months. Amazon says it is removing bureaucracy, but did not share which divisions are affected. The big tech firm had warned employees last year that AI and automation would mean a smaller workforce. The announcement of 16,000 jobs being lost follows the layoff of 14,000 employees in October. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar is up a fraction to 73.76. West Texas Intermediate is up to 63.21. Western Canadian Select up over $2 to 47.07. And the TSX gained 79 points for a new record close of 33,176. Those are your business headlines. I'm Marilla Fernandez.
Market Watch is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross. Group health plans for any size business.
On the heels of the mayor's suspension, a councillor in the RM of Gimli has now resigned. A recap of the minutes from Monday's council meeting show council formally accepted the resignation of councillor Andy Dam, submitted 2 days earlier. In a statement, Mayor Kevin Chudd says he doesn't know why Dam resigned and wouldn't speculate. He says council respects the decision and thanks him for his service. Dam couldn't be reached for comment. His resignation comes after Mayor Chudd was suspended for a week earlier this month. The RM has been tight-lipped about what led to the suspension, only saying it came months after a formal complaint about Chudd's conduct was received and several allegations were determined to be founded. A large housing development in Charleswood is moving forward after appeals to stop it were denied. The appeal committee voted against opposition to the continuance and variance for 4820 Roblin Boulevard. It means the decision made earlier by the Assiniboine committee stands. The plan includes a 6-story, 132-unit, 55-plus building owned by the neighboring Charleswood United Church. In discussion, the committee said the developers largely addressed concerns raised by residents, including flooding, privacy, and increased traffic. The legacy of a former Grand Chief of the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs will live on in the skies above our province. Perimeter Aviation, which primarily serves locations across northern Manitoba and Ontario, has named one of its newest aircrafts in honor of late Grand Chief Kathy Merrick. The Dash 8 aircraft has officially been registered as CGY-CM, the CM being a nod to Merrick's initials. The side of the plane also bears her name, signature, and spirit name, Red Pipe Woman, in both English and Cree. First Nations leaders noted the tribute is fitting as the plane often carries people to and from medical appointments, and Grand Chief Merrick was a tireless advocate for health and safety for her people.
It will remind us of her work, her voice, and her vision for our people.
Thank you for this. You know, it's beautiful to see her name and the syllabics and her name up there, and just a beautiful tribute to her and who she was.
Perimeter Aviation's president and CEO says the idea actually came from staff members. Grand Chief Merrick died unexpectedly in September 2024. The iconic sound of UB40 is coming to Winnipeg. We'll tell you when next in Spotlight.
Spotlight, sponsored by the Casinos of Winnipeg, presenting the incredibly hip and the Stoneheads.
Colleen Brady is back now for Spotlight, and a new play is making its world premiere right here in Winnipeg.
That's right. Tad and Birdie is opening at Manitoba for young people this weekend.
Why do I have a tail?
You have a tail because you're a worm, Tad.
A worm?
An aquatic worm.
Tad and Birdie came out of a writing exercise for the theater Sandbox Creators Unit. It features an unlikely friendship between a tree frog tadpole and a lovebird as they navigate change together.
Tad and Birdie talks a lot about embracing change together and helping each other out in tough times, and really leaning into friendship when it comes to challenges in your day-to-day.
Tad and Birdie is recommended for kids aged 5 to 12. It opens January 30th and runs through February 7th. After that, it will tour Manitoba schools.
We are getting another sneak peek tonight at what's happening over at the Winnipeg New Music Festival.
And the next concert in the series is showcasing guitars and electronics. Guitarist CC Duo bring hyper-focus to the Des Hotels Concert Hall tonight. It's a blend of the traditional with innovation, with pieces ranging from the delicate and intimate to grandiose and bombastic, all tied together by electronic soundscapes.
There are some pieces that fuse maybe different types of guitar styles with classical guitar. There's one piece that is sort of a hybrid of heavy metal and Beethoven. Yeah. Another piece that is a hybrid of Brazilian music and rock and roll.
Heavy metal and Beethoven, that's a combination. CC Duo Hyper-Focused is on tonight at the Des Hotels Concert Hall, as we mentioned. But if you don't already have tickets, Merrick, unfortunately, you are out of luck. This show is sold right out.
Oh, bummer. All right, now to an iconic British reggae pop band that's heading out on tour.
Well, we're talking, of course, about UB40, and they're stopping here in Winnipeg this fall.
We're all going to be singing this now all hour, Colleen.
No kidding. Yes, you can expect all the classics like that one, Red, Red Wine, I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, and Here I Am. The world-famous group is set to take the stage at Burton Cummings Theatre October 10th. Tickets go on sale Friday. Just head online to livenation.com.
We are getting our first look at what seems to be a pretty explosive docuseries.
This actually looks fascinating. It's all about the complicated past of America's Next Top Model.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. I haven't really said much, but now it's time.
The trailer shows the most controversial moments in the series' history. It focuses on a number of past contestants, judges, and Tyra Banks herself, who admits she sometimes went too far with her behavior as host. Reality Check Inside America's Next Top Model starts streaming February 16th.
Yikes. All right. Winnipeg rock legend is showing his support for the people of Greenland.
Indeed. Neil Young is giving Greenlanders the gift of music amid ongoing talk of the territory being acquired by the U.S.
I wanna live, I wanna give. I've been a miner for a heart of gold.
Young, who of course spent his formative years right here in Winnipeg, is offering 1 year of free access to his entire musical catalog to residents of Denmark's semi-autonomous territory. The veteran rocker says he hopes his songs and music films will ease some of the, quote, unwarranted stress and threats they are experiencing from the Trump administration.
Music always helps me when I'm stressed out. He's got some good ones, too.
He sure does.
All right, thanks, Colleen.
You're welcome. Nothing but the classics from Neil Young. Coming up tonight on CTV, who's behind the mask? Well, the singer. That starts at 7. The Masked Singer, that is, not just the singer, the Masked Singer. Fear Factor, House of Fear comes next at 8. Shark Tank is at 9. And Shifting Gears winds up at 10. That is your Wednesday primetime lineup right here on CTV.
CTV Primetime Lineup, brought to you by the Parkway Retirement Community. Welcome home.
I guess it'd be pretty easy to figure out who the singer is if they weren't wearing a mask. I digress. Light snow falling in Winnipeg right now. It's minus 19 degrees. I'll have your full forecast coming up.
Women's clothing provided by RW & Company. Salon services provided by S&Teak Spa Salon.
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
I mentioned earlier a pretty uneventful day Wednesday across Manitoba and northwestern Ontario. The same tonight, although there's the potential for fog to develop in parts of the south, including in Winnipeg. But you can see really across the province, not a lot happening. A little clearer out to the west, and that's where it's going to be a little colder tonight. Overnight lows across Manitoba, top to bottom, dropping into the mid-minus upper 20, let me try that again, the minus upper 20s, minus 25 to minus 26 in some areas, but some areas will push around minus 30 in those areas where it's clear out in the southwest. In northern areas, similar temperatures, but not quite as cold. So a little colder in southern parts tonight than in the north. Next door, though, in northwestern Ontario, a little bit of light snow is heading your way. It's not there yet, but I'll show you in the future cast. It won't be too long. But speaking of which, Kenora, it is minus 19 there. Ditto for Winnipeg, minus 19. -19, -21 this hour in Brandon in the north, Thompson -18, but you can see most surrounding communities in the low -20s as we head into the evening. When you factor in a bit of wind coming out of the northwest, well, we have wind chill values that feel a little colder. Most wind chill values are still in the -20s. Here's that snow I was speaking of. It's light, it's intermittent, and there's not a lot of it. But in the next couple of hours, it looks like it'll make that drop out of Manitoba for the most part and into northwestern Ontario. In behind that, really not much happening in the north. A few clouds here and there, maybe a few flurries flying, but that's about it. Fairly clear tonight, at least to start off the evening across the south. More partly cloudy over Winnipeg and the surrounding areas. You can see into the morning hours we go tomorrow, but watch out for fog. We could even still see some overnight and for the commute tomorrow morning. But that's about it. We brighten right up throughout the day across Manitoba, back into northwestern Ontario. Another cool day like today with highs in the upper -teens, -18, -19, and then another clear night for the most part overnight. Once we get into early Friday morning, a little bit of snow starts to creep into the northwest corner of the province and start to spread throughout the day across primarily the northwest. For tonight, partly cloudy late tonight, as I mentioned. There is the potential for fog developing as early as this evening. -25, the low, -19 is the high tomorrow, Thursday. Cloudy in the morning, at least some clearing in the afternoon. Then we get into the long-range forecast. Abundant sunshine Friday, but with those clearer skies come colder temperatures. A high of just -21. But look at this big swing. -8 on Saturday, folks. Snow's possible. -9 on Sunday. A little cloudier, but these mild temperatures take us into next week. We'll take it. Our first weather photo shows us beautiful Grand Rapids, that photo taken by David. And this next one is from Betty. This feathered friend was sitting on Betty's railing at her place in Rossburn. Send us your weather photos by email to winnipegweather@ctv.ca.
Thanks, Colleen. A snow carver in River Park South is back with another creation this winter. And this year, he took some inspiration from under the sea. Check this out. Bradley Gerbrandt sculpted this mermaid out of a giant block of snow. He says it took a few hours to make the mold and then another 12 to 15 hours to carve out his masterpiece. And while many of us were complaining about last week's deep freeze, Gerbrandt says it created the perfect conditions for carving. He's been snow sculpting for 7 or 8 years now and says it is really a great way to beat the winter blues. You can check out that mermaid for yourself in person on Elm Park Road. It looks amazing.
It really does look beautiful.
Yeah, I'm glad it was safe from melting in those cold temperatures.